Hi Mia, this is for you. This is called Bubba Under Pressure by Uncle Matt and Uncle Ted. Bubba was hard at work in his art studio. He splashed paint on an electro canvas and made great big brushstrokes with his color wand. "I'll call it happiness," he said proudly. Suddenly, a voice echoed throughout the quiet room. "I don't get it." Bubba spun around to find Mixie staring at his painting. "I'd call it confusion," said Mixie. "I think your painting is missing something." I appreciate your help, Mixie, but I feel that..." But before Bubba could finish, Mixie interrupted him. "Ooh, I know. Let's hang out at Macro's restaurant and stuff ourselves with sugary treats. Now that would be true happiness." "Thanks for the invite, Mixie, but I would really like to stay here and finish my painting," said Bubba softly. "Oh, come on, Bubba. Don't be such a cyber dud. Painting is weird. I'll show you what's cool," Mixie promised. Bubba slowly put down his color wand. "I don't want Mixie to think that I'm a cyber dud," he thought. "Maybe Mixie's right. Maybe I don't know what happiness looks like." So Bubba followed Mixie out the door to try and find happiness. At Macro's, Mixie eagerly scanned the menu. "Ooh, let's order the triple-decker Choco Saucy Gooey Chewy Happy Maker Sundae with extra sweet sugar bites." Bubba frowned. He didn't feel like eating. In fact, he didn't even like Choco Sauce or sugar bites. "Come on, Bubba. Don't be such a Google bird," said Mixie. Bubba and Mixie gulped down the giant sundae as fast as they could. By the time they had finished, each had a giant stomachache. "Ew, my stomach doesn't feel so happy," groaned Bubba. Mixie stared at the empty bowl in confusion. "Mine either." "Okay, let's go shopping at the Cyber Mall. They have all sorts of cool stuff to buy. You'll definitely find happiness there." Bubba took a deep breath. "I'm sorry, Mixie," he said carefully, "but I don't really feel like going to the Cyber Mall." "Come on, Bubba. Don't be such a mega drag," said Mixie, rolling his eyes. Slowly, Bubba followed Mixie towards the Cyber Mall. He didn't want Mixie to think he was a mega drag. "Let's go and buy the thingamabobber," shouted Mixie. "What's the thingamabobber?" asked Bubba. "It's only the coolest, most expensive gadget in all of Emodia. We totally have to have it." Bubba opened the door and headed inside. There didn't seem to be much point in arguing with his friend. 10 minutes later, Bubba and Mixie walked out of Gears carrying 2 brand new thingamabobbers. Mixie was jumping for joy, but Bubba didn't feel like celebrating. He wasn't happy at all. "You still haven't found happiness?" asked Mixie. He thought very hard. "Aha! Let's go exploring in the mainframe caverns." "I don't know, Mixie. The mainframe caverns have been abandoned for years. It could be really dangerous," said Bubba nervously. "Oh, come on. Don't be such a..." But Bubba interrupted him. I know. Don't be such a worryborg." When Bubba and Mixie reached the entrance to the mainframe caverns, Bubba stopped in his tracks. I think I'll just stay here and paint." Mixie groaned. "Bubba, that is so uncool. You have to go inside." Bubba frowned. "But what if we get lost?" "Don't worry. The magneto compass on our thingamabobbers will guide us through," said Mixie. Mixie crawled under the warning sign. Reluctantly, Bubba followed behind him. "This is awesome," Mixie shouted as he ran ahead. "Wait for me, Mixie. Be careful," yelled Bubba. He jumped over circuits and ducked under tubes, heading deeper and deeper into the darkness of the caverns. When Bubba finally caught up to Mixie, his friend was staring at his magneto compass. I don't get it," said Mixie. "This doesn't seem to be working at all. I think we're lost." The 2 emotes sat together on an old transistor tube. They were both feeling scared and confused. Suddenly, the transistor tube began to crackle with static, and Annette's voice echoed throughout the caverns. No one can tell you who you should be. Do what makes you happy. Listen to your feelings and let them be your guide. If you follow your own path, you will find happiness. Mixie hung his head. Bubba, I'm so sorry I pressured you into doing things that you didn't want to do. I should have respected your feelings. I guess that I was the one who was confused about what makes me happy, and now I've gotten us into this mess. That's okay, Mixie, Bubba said kindly. I should have trusted myself and followed my feelings without letting anyone make me feel ashamed. Suddenly, Bubba noticed a glowing puddle of color splashed on the ground. He looked closer and saw another, and then another, and then another. Mixie, we're saved! Follow me! What's going on? Asked Mixie. I've been dripping a trail of paint, Bubba explained. We can follow it back to the entrance. Bubba and Mixie traced the trail over circuits and underneath tubes until it finally led out of the caverns. They followed it past gears and macros, and when they finally reached the end, they were in front of Bubba's art studio. I finally get it, said Mixie. What makes you happy was here all the time. Now I can see your happiness in the painting, and it looks totally cool. Bubba smiled. Thanks, Mixie. Hearing you say that makes me very happy, but something else does too. Really? What? Asked Mixie, looking confused once again. Happiness is having a good friend like you, said Bubba. The end. I love you, Mia. Good night.